college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Smith dropping to pass. Looking downfield. Complete to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, running back gets to give. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Smith wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
On the double.
Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the pass.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
29 Philly.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Dortch. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Got a man. It's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's second and long. Smith wants to throw. With the catch, it's Allen. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Huffman. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And, man, oh, man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Blue Hens have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a
shot toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Smith dropping to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it set up on the outside. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Delaware! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Dortch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Fires to the big fella. He's in open space downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Delaware!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Allen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on second and short. On the move, it's Roberts. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Catch in the middle, it's Parker. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Tulsa wasting no time. Smith dropping to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dort. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the deep...
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go marks. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
And the Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time.
That's a huge blow. Possessions are already limited now with time running out in the 4th quarter, and you're losing. And to give the ball away and give one of those possessions away, it's not over yet, but man, did you make your job a lot harder.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll keep it on the draw. The offense puffs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Blue Hens in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Smith wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Not much drive or anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's locked. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up